Hello class. Welcome to week 3 of Computerized Medical Office Procedures Online. Week 3 is kind of a big week. We have a lot going on, so I thought I would do a quick video of my announcement page and kind of go through all the things that you will see in the week 3 folder. First of all, we're going to be moving into chapter 3 of your Computerized Medical Office Procedures book. I call it the CIMO book. And in week 3, you're going to be doing scheduling at the Family Care Center. So again, as you work through chapter 3, you will be reading that as well. Item 2 on here, just be aware that I've provided you with a PowerPoint for chapter 3. If you find those helpful, you may use those. The third item on here I did want to spend some time with. In your chapter 3 folder, or your week 3 folder, you're going to see this document here. It is posted as a PDF and it's the chapter 3 notes. You will see a notes PDF probably for every chapter for the remaining of the semester. Very important document, so please take a look at that. I'm going to pull up what this document looks like. It's a PDF and I've loaded it down here. I'm not going to read through the document, but I just wanted you to see what it looks like. The notes documents for every chapter will just give you extra help, extra hints, extra insight into how to work some of the exercises. So if there's particular pieces of information you need to be aware of as you work through any of the exercises in the chapter, it will always be presented to you on this in this notes document. So again, there's your chapter 3 notes. I think it's probably a good idea for you to print these off and have those available to you as you work through the simulations and through the Medisoft program itself. Also, at the end of my notes, I always remind you once again to back up your Medisoft sessions and store your backups in a safe place. So again, I wanted to highlight right there, chapter 3 notes. Look for it in the folder. Also, in this week, I gave you a little bit of information about the chapter reviews and worksheets that are at the end of chapter 3 in your textbook. It's probably helpful to kind of look at these as you work through the exercises. You don't have to do anything for me with them in the book, but just know that these worksheets and these questions will appear in your Connect assignment. So moving on, you will have a Chapter 3 Connect review assignment posted. Again, these questions come from all of the questions that are present at the end of the chapter. Also in the Connect, you will have your simulations for Chapter 3, just as you did for Chapter 2. Expect two modes for these simulations. One is the Chapter 3 practice mode, and the other is the Chapter 3 testing mode. Especially on the Chapter 3 testing mode, you can do that as many times as you like. So if you make a mistake, you have the ability to go back and redo it and improve your score. So be aware that those are available to you this week as well. There's a new thing in the simulations, and it is this one right here. Complete the Apply Your Skill simulations. These Apply Your Skill exercises are going to be at the end of your chapter. They're right before your end of chapter worksheet and your end of chapter review questions. So always make sure at the end of every chapter you also complete a few more exercises. I think in chapter 3 there's 3 Apply Your Skill exercises that you'll be doing. You get a taste for those again in your simulations. Then moving on, hopefully you have successfully loaded your Medisoft program. So in week 3 we are going to once again restore your Medisoft backup that you saved in chapter 2, and you're going to do all of the exercises that you did in your simulations over again using your Medisoft program. So again, make sure you work through each one of the exercises. These exercises are very detailed, so make sure you follow through with them step by step and complete them. Once again, at the end of your chapter, after you've completed exercise 3-15, I believe, you're going to see the Apply Your Skills exercises. These are new exercises. Typically, these Apply Your Skills have a little less direction. You can always refer back to other exercises in your chapter, but they are mandatory to do these exercises too. I believe in chapter 3 you're going to be adding a new patient, Lisa Wright. I can always tell when students don't do the Apply Your Skills because later on when Lisa Wright comes in for a procedure, you're going to say, oh, I don't have Lisa Wright in my database. And I'm going to say, well, it's because you did not do the Apply Your Skills for Chapter 3. So again, be aware of those. Again, as you work through Medisoft, the actual program itself, be accurate with your information, and then when you are finished, make sure you complete a Chapter 3 backup. This is the only way to save all of your work. Moving on, we're going to introduce you to another thing. When you first purchased your bundle of materials for this course, you received yet another access code, and that access code is mentioned right here. It's the Practical Medical Office Access Code. So take that access code. I discussed this in the Week 3 folder, and first of all, register it, just like you registered your Connect card. There's information in the folder about that. And then you have a new simulation using that access code. It's the Practical Medical Office Administrative Check-in Simulation. All of these simulations really address more of the soft skills that are required of in a medical practice. So you will be doing a simulation of actually working with patients and checking them in. It's kind of in a gaming type setting, but again, make sure you get your access card registered and then look for the first simulation, the check-in simulation. Just another note about these simulations. I have these posted that you can attempt them unlimited. So I do grade them. If you do make mistakes in the check-in simulation, you have the ability to once again go back in, do them over, and improve your score and improve your understanding of how to deal with patients in and out of the family care center. I do have on Week 3 another discussion board. There are a number of questions that you would probably deal with when scheduling patients. So again, make sure you post to the discussion board early, and I think I'm requesting that you answer 2 of the discussion questions and interact with one other student. So make sure you do that. Also, on the discussion board information in week 3, I've given you a rubric that I will use to grade your discussion. Lastly, it's time to do some testing in the CIMO book, in your textbook. So I have posted 2 tests, Chapter 1 Sanderson test and the Chapter 2. So you will see that again in the Week 3 folder, and you will also see those posted at the quizzes and tests link under the course menu. These 2 tests are timed, but there should be plenty of time to complete these tests. So again, make sure you take those tests before the week closes. As always, I'm always available to you, so if you have questions, my contact information is available to you in Blackboard. You can send me a message through the message link in Blackboard, or give me a call, or some of you know where I live here at the college, so stop by my office and let me help you. Again, have a wonderful week at the Family Care Center. Welcome to, again, Week 3.